I'm going to give a little lesson in making a campfire. Pretty basic concept, of course. We all know basically you need your paper, your kindling, your lighter to get it going, and a fire pit to light it in. But then there's also a little bit of technique to it as well. So I'll just show my own style of campfire building. One little tip that I'll pass on is that in order to have paper to start your fire with, one idea is to bring a book that you don't mind tearing up in the course of reading it, and then as you read through it, if you read a few pages a day or whatever, then you can tear out those pages that you've already read and then use them to help start your campfire. So these are just some pages out of my own notebook. So just going to crumple them up. You don't need a whole lot, especially in perfect conditions like this. There's no wind. All the wood is like super nice and dry. You can't get any easier than this basically when it comes to making a fire. So get your little pile of paper there, and then really the main trick is to start small. You don't start piling on the big stuff or even the medium stuff. You just start with small little twigs and just make sort of a teepee-like thing around and over the paper. Doesn't have to be too exact or anything. Just get it nice and covered up. And then throw on some slightly bigger ones, and you can kind of, stack it up a fair amount. So there's some nice tiny little twigs on there that are going to catch really easy. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on some slightly larger ones. And just a second here, we'll get this sucker going. And then the trick is to have, or one of the tricks is to have all of your wood all ready to go, because as soon as this actually gets burning, then you want to start piling on the bigger stuff while you've got a nice flame going. So we get this going, light it in a couple of different spots. And then I'm going to basically start putting stuff on there right now. Looks like this is going to take pretty easily. And once you've got a genuine flame going, you can just kind of toss on little hunks of things. It's really, a lot of it is just about how you pile the wood on there. Because you don't want big air pockets. You want the wood to be kind of nestled together, but with a little bit of air to come through. But you want to keep it all pretty close together. So, yep, this thing's definitely going. And you'll just kind of keep putting on bigger and bigger stuff until you can finally put on that larger stuff there. Something you can do is, here's some leftovers from somebody else's fire. Take that and just kind of lean it up against it without, smothering the fire, but just sort of get it, heating up. And then it'll take eventually, as your fire gets bigger, it'll just kind of take over everything. And pine cones do burn. There we go, getting some good flames. Alright, hopefully that has been somewhat useful. How to start a campfire.